Okay guys, we'll start now. Actually, let me open up the calculator. And open up Excel. Whoops, wrong. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. Wrong calculator. Calculator. Okay, so last time we were looking at sequences. Well, now we're going to have a look at series. Okay, I think my pen working now? Not yet. Hey. Okay. So does anybody know the difference between a series and a sequence? So last time we did a sequence. So what's the difference? I wonder if anybody knows the difference here between the two words. Does anyone know the difference? No? They're not quite the same. Nearly the same, but not quite the same. So for example, this is a sequence. And this is a series. Okay, you can see the difference? The difference being the plus. In case you're wondering, is there a word that describes both of these, and these are both called does anyone know a word that might mean both?
Together? No.
Yeah, a word that describes both a sequence and a series. Huh? Not bad. Patterns is okay actually. You're not too far away. There's another word though. You're thinking along the right lines. Not patterns, something similar. Also begins with a P. Progression, yeah. So progression is the general word for a sequence or a series. So don't mix those up in the exam. Please make note of the difference. Sequence and series, they're both progressions. Okay. Continue? Yes? No? Okay. Continue? Okay. So last week we saw that we can use a formula to write down our sequence. So for example, un equals n squared. That would be the sequence 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, etc. If you wanted to write something like this, 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16, you can write it shortly using this notation. So the different parts, let me explain here. This part here is where you start for n. And this part here is where you finish for n. And this one here is the formula. So this means put in 1, put in 2, put in 3, and put in 4. So first you put in 1 and square it, then you put in 2, square it, put in 3, square it, put in 4, square it, and stop. Come on. Does anyone know the name of this symbol? Sigma. Okay, write all this down now, some new words here. You got that?
No.
Not yet, that's okay.
From
Yeah, finish, start for n and finish for n. So in other words, I'm saying what's the first and what's the last value to use for n. So you start with 1, but you increase until you get to 4. Okay, can we scroll down? Yeah. Let's have a look at some examples here. Let's do n factorial. So let's go from 0 to 1, and then 0 to 3, and then 0 to 5, we'll say. So this will be 0 factorial plus 1 factorial, which is 2. This will be 0 factorial plus 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial, which is 8. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28 plus 10, 30, 38, is it? Let's check. Where the heck's my factorial button? Whoa, I was way off.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay, it was the 5 that confused me. 100 and... Yes? Is it? I trust you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, 2, 10, 152. Yeah. What's happening to this series? Using the vocabulary from last week, how can we describe this? Yeah, this is divergent. It's a divergent series because this is increasing. So we call this one divergent. Yeah. Okay, can we have a look at a couple of more? Yeah? Yeah, sure, yeah. Continue. Sarah, it's okay too? Yeah? Okay. No problem. Let me give you one to try. Not too difficult. I'll give you, again, like before, we'll have you do 3 of them, and we'll start at 1, we'll start at 1, we'll start at 1, and we'll go to 3, to 6, and then to 9. And we'll use, no, not 3, 6, 9. Five, 6, 7. There we go. A little smaller. Minus 1 power n. Okay, I'll give you a minute here. Calculate these, please. Answers, yep. All true? Okay. So what did we get for the first one? Minus 1, was it? So you have minus 1 power 1, plus minus 1 power 2, plus minus 1 power 3, plus minus 1 power 4, plus minus 1 power 5. So that's minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1, which is minus 1. Okay. And this one here is 0. And likewise, this one here would be minus 1. So what type of series is this then? What type? Not the word I was thinking of. Periodic. Periodic, yes. Okay. Can I scroll down? Can you see? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You can see? Yeah. Okay. Try this one now, a little bit harder. We'll start again at 1. Okay, let's have a look. We'll go 2, 3, 4. here, I think. Okay, do we have answers? Yeah, so what's the first one here? I think it's 3/4, isn't it? Yeah. 1/2 plus 1/4, that's 3/4. Okay, so this one would be 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8, so let me see, 7/8 then. And then this one here, 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/8 plus 1/16, isn't it? So let me see, 15/16. Now, this series here is doing something interesting. How will we describe this one? This is convergent, yeah. And if you actually look at it, you can see what it's convergent to. Yeah, we think it's convergent to 1, which we call, does anyone remember what it's called? Very good, John, limit. Limit. Yeah. Now, of course, it takes a while to type this in on the calculator, but there is a quicker way to do this on the calculator, which I'll show you now. So let's try the last one as an example on the calculator. If you look, your calculator has this button in the top right, I think, is it? Let's see. Shift, and you can press this. So we can start at 1, we can go to 4, and we use x here as the letter. So we'll do bracket 1/2 bracket power x, which is alpha x. There we go. So this should give me 15/16. And it does. But I can easily change this number. Let's see how many we can add. The first 100 terms. Just give it a minute. So it's going through from 1 to 100, calculating each one and adding it up. Might take a moment. There we go. So this is useful. This is useful here. So using your calculator, I want you to check this one now. Yeah. Sigma button, yeah.
No. Which one?
Yeah, I don't think the calculator has that.
You'll have to do it the old-fashioned way, so.
No.
Might take you some time. Which Casio calculator do you have? Oh, I don't know if that can do it. Putting in 1,000 will take the calculator some time to do this. I think when students did it last year, I think this one took about 6 or 7 minutes, I think. This one should only take about a second. I don't know, this one should 10 seconds. This should take a few minutes. And this will just take forever.
The answer is opposed to 1.
Which one?
On.
No. There's a slight difference in this one. I swapped the n and the 2. The previous one was 1 over 2 power n. This is 1 over n power 2. Okay, what's the first one? What did we get? No? No calculator. Oh, okay. You ordered it, yeah? Alright, what's the first one? Go on, don't be shy. Go on. Go.
1023 over 1024.
Are you sure?
No.
I don't know.
I think, look.
I know the last one.
Brian, can you poke him and tell him to look at me? Look at me, look. I think you might have typed this in. I want, sorry, no, that's what you want. Don't mix it up. It's not this one. It's this one. Yeah. Okay, does anyone have an answer now? Should we, what is it? 1.55. Okay. I believe the next one should be about the same. Oh, a little bit more, 1.63. Anyone want to put 1,000 in? Go on, see what happens. Oh, it's working away. You got a graphing calculator. Yeah, more powerful. 1.64, good. And the last one, we need something more powerful than a calculator. Just a sec. Okay. And that's the last one. And you can actually check if you were to calculate this on the calculator, it actually is close to these. Go type it in, pi squared over 6. Pi squared over 6, about 1.64, is it?
Yeah.
So, your sequence can diverge, it can converge, and it can be periodic as well. Let me give you another one here to try before I continue. So, this one here confuses a lot of people. So, if I scroll down, n from 1 to 100. Without use, you don't really need to use your calculator for this one. Yeah, see, I said it would confuse people.
Sure.
Yeah? Yes. Try this. Neither that. Any answers? 200, yeah. Yeah? Because think about what's happening here. You put in n equals 1, and what do you get? You get 2. You put in n equals 2, and you still get 2. And you still get 2. And this continues. How many times? 100 times. So this would be 2 times 100, which is 200 in total then. Yeah. So this one confuses people a lot. So if you can write this one down, please. Yeah, you got that? Yeah. Okay, let me give you some to try from the workbook. So in the exam, for these ones, they usually just want you to write each term out. So they won't give you something like this in the, well, maybe they would because it's easy. But normally in the exam, it's just something small like this, say 2 to 6, something like that. So they actually want to see 1, 2, 3, the 4 numbers here added together. Yeah. Say again? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. 5 numbers here for this one. Added together. Yeah. However, we will soon learn that there is a formula for these in special cases, which we'll have a look at in the next lesson then. But just for the first lesson, I just want you to write out the terms and add them together. So if I look here at the worksheet, we'll say try S to Z. There's only one question. It's a short lesson. So if you can try S to Z, please. Finished. Code. Yeah, I don't think you need a calculator for all of them, do you? Finished, yeah. I see some people finished and some people working. So if you like, if you're finished, you can take a break for 10 minutes then, and we'll start the next lesson at 9:50 then.